Welcome, everybody. Keith Whitman here from Rusk, Texas. Sorry about all this. We're having some internet issues here in Rusk, but I got everything going now, and we are up and going. The Bullard Panthers were up first, and they got on early, and got on early, but didn't get anybody to cross, and so therefore was not able to get anything going. Now we're in the bottom of the first. And it looks like Mason Trowbridge, the pitcher, he is up to bat. So 2-2 now the count to Trowbridge. And a hit over to third base. Holland gets it over to Patterson, and that's going to be, that was Locke over to Fowler. And we're going to head to the top of the second. We'll be right back. Ty Rigsby now up to bat for Bullard. He's going to foul that one off. Solid hit, but it's going to be shallow left field. And good play on it by the shortstop, Blankenship. And he's going to run over and make the stop.
Coming up for the Panthers, number 8, Jackson Holt. Go ahead. One spot, 8, one spot.
There's 2-0. Base hit.
Now coming to play, fielder number 4, Brady Vine.
Go 4.
To the plate.
2 out. It brings up number 24, Noah Locke.
Go Noah. Let's go, Chase. Exit on 1-7.
Brings us back to the top of the lineup, number 7, Chase Randall.
I'll get him scored here, 7.
And that one's going to be a fly ball into left field off the glove of Tanner Brooks. 2 runs are going to come in for the Bullard Panthers. And we're having technical difficulties, so we appreciate your patience with us. Started out being internet, and now now it's the camera. If it's not one thing, it's another. As you can probably hear through the microphone. So 2 away, runner at third. 2 runs already scored for the Panthers. And that one's going to be down for a ball. And that's a walk, so Wilson.
Running the run, player number 16, Williams. Now batting for the Panthers, number 10,
Dylan Malone and now stepping in.
Let's go, Dylan. Get him scored here, 10.
Swing and a miss for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 on, runners at the corners. 2 runs in. And that's going to be a little dinker over to third. Holland with the throw. And not again, not in time. And so once again, the Panthers get on base. Malone will get there. Reed Overby, excuse me, will head in. And he'll watch that one go by for a strike. And that one's going to be down low off the glove of the catcher. That one's in there for a strike. I think that's Trent Byers, the catcher. That's a good solid hit into center field. And a run is going to score. Another run is going to score. And now it's going to be off the glove of the third baseman, Holland. And a third run is going to score. So we're going to take a little timeout on the field. And we're going to take a short timeout ourselves. You're watching NetSN live from Rusk Eagles Stadium.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. That's Dylan Fowler. He struck out his last at bat. And that's going to be a solid hit into left field and just foul. Actually, I say just foul. That was about 10, 15 feet from the foul line, but it was a good, pretty hit. Mason Trowbridge on the mound. And speaking of him, it's going to be hit right back to him, and he's got to toss it over, and he sure does. And finally, after a few runs in this inning, as the Eagles are down by 5 going into the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN. Don't go anywhere.
Now batting for the Eagles, wearing number 9, Alex Patterson.
And we are back here in Rusk. The Eagles find themselves down by 5 here in the bottom of the second. Alex Patterson is up to bat now. Trying to get something started for the Eagles. That one's going to go a little outside for a ball. Had a good first inning. Nobody scored in that one, but the Panthers, that's going to be a good solid hit and going to hit fair in the left field line for Patterson. He's going to make it about halfway to second and then decide, no, I'm going to have to come back, and heads back to first, which will bring up number 24, Carter Holland, for the Eagles. Appreciate all of your understanding for tonight's technical difficulties. It is my first broadcast here in Rusk, so I'm learning the terrain here with technology and everything, so I do appreciate it. We do have recording of what's going on, and so we'll try to get that over later this week. That's a good pop on the catcher's glove. Unfortunately, it's going to be a ball. And that's going to be a high fly ball, and no, that's going to be out of play. Dylan Fowler tried to run over and grab it. David Wilson pitching on the mound for the Panthers tonight. Here's the pitch. That's going to bounce in. Good stop by Overbeek. Catcher for the Panthers. Patterson with a good lead. There's a good pitch on the inside corner. No, says Mr. Blue. And looks like Holland finds himself up 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's a pitch. Inside, ball 4. And Patterson put a little bit too much effort into that walk down to second base. Good run, though. I get tired just running to the fridge, so I don't understand why he did that, but that's not me. Ross Davis, designated hitter for the Eagles, is going to head to the plate. Here's the pitch. It's going to be inside and high around about just above the numbers. And there's the pitch. It's going to be high and outside. And the pitch. In there for a strike. A good pitch there by Wilson. And the wind picking up just a bit. Although with the flag in the center field as Davis swings and misses, it isn't moving at all, but you can hear and feel the wind coming across the microphone and kind of into the press box here at Eagles Field. Here's the pitch, and swung on and missed. That's a strikeout by Ross Davis, so he'll go sit down. That'll bring up Tanner Brooks. 1 out, 1 on. No runs in yet for the Eagles. Tanner Brooks trying to advance the runners. Got 2 on, not 1 on, and there's a swing on and the miss. Runners in scoring position there on second base. That's Alex Patterson. There's this throw over to first, not in time. And that's going to be fouled back. Wilson looks down as Tanner Brooks ready for the pitch. Here's the kick. Swung on and missed. And another strikeout, 2 in a row for David Wilson. That'll bring to the plate Nash Acker, number 14. So 2 down, 2 on for Acker at the plate. Wilson will step off the rubber. Nobody at covering second. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed by Acker. Wind up and the pitch. Good fly ball, going to be foul, however, out in the parking lot, looks like. And somebody's car just got hit about 5 times on the bounce. Luckily, it's not mine. Although I do feel bad for that Chevy owner that decided to, I think that's a student's car, maybe. Nope. I do want to thank intern Claire for being here with me today. As always, she's not talking today. We're kind of trying to work on some things here with all the problems, so she's focusing on making sure that she keeps up with the processing. A good hit into right center field, going to be a base hit and maybe bring a score in, and it is. Patterson's on the run. Here's the cutoff man, and not in time as the run comes across. Good relay from the outfield as Vining brings it into Wilson. Wilson tries to get it into Overbeek, but not in time as Patterson books it from second to get here, and a run comes across. And an RBI single by Nash Acker puts Ethan Foster to the plate. So Wilson will step in. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be another hit into, this time, left center field. A dive by Jakin Salas, excuse me. That's going to load the bases up. So a little 2-out rally, so to speak, is starting for the Eagles. And back at the top of the lineup, for Rusk, as Tilton Beard is going to step in. Beard center fielder. And a good hit. It's going to go right field and just about, oh, that's going to be way foul. Can't really tell until it lands. Sometimes it looks different. Yeah. Had a golfer slice. So Wilson looking down, waiting on the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's going to be hit into second base. And Holt is going to just pop it over to Salas, and that's going to be the end. So the bases loaded threat comes to nothing. One run does come across for the Eagles, and we're through 2 here in Rusk. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN. We are back to the top of the third. Ty Rigsby at the plate. Trowbridge with the pitch, going to be outside and high for a ball. And a good, solid hit, going to be straight center field. And Tilton Beard only had to take about 3 or 4 steps to the right, excuse me. Had to put my hands up in the air for that one. And made the catch for out number 1. So that's going to be Jackson Holt to the plate. Holt will step in. Trying to get something going here in the top, and that's going to be right on the corner. A good pitch by Trowbridge. Just brushes that corner. Looked a little bit on the outside, but I'm not down on that level. Here's another pitch. It's on the inside, and no call on that one, so 1-1 now the count. Correction, 2-1, according to my producer over here to my left, intern Claire. Swung on and missed. A good hard swing, but missed something. It's called the baseball. It's a strike. Jackson Holt, a good little cut. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be a high fly ball, and it looks like it's going to be out of play over behind the Eagle dugout. So let me get 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the third. Panthers lead 5-1. And that's going to be in the infield play. That's going to be around shallow right field, and a good sliding catch by, who is that out there? I couldn't see. Number 15 or 14. Is that 14? Nash Acker, I believe. Made a great catch. I'm going to check that just to make sure I'm right. No, that was number 16, Ethan Foster, with the catch. That's going to, speaking of Ethan Foster, that's going to drop right in front as Braden Vining gets that. Noah Locke swings and fouls that one back. And good little go on that one, and not sure what happened there, but the ball got thrown way into center field. So 2 bases got, or 1 base got stolen. Another base got put in on an E2 as Byers kind of overthrew that one. Nobody was covering second. As Vining was heading on. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high and off the glove. Here comes the runner. And we have a play at the plate. No, not in time. And Braden Vining brings it home. Another run scores. So 2-1 now the count. And here's the pitch from the windup. It's going to be fouled back. And that was a good pitch, but not wanted. 3-2 is the count, and that one's fouled back as well. So he stays alive on the full count. In there for a strike, and a strikeout to in the top of the third. We're here on Tuesday Night Baseball here on NetSN. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN, brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Now batting for your Eagles, number 7, Blankenship.
Back to Rusk High School. Cade Blankenship here, the bottom of the third. That one's in there for a strike. Didn't look like a strike, but it's... And a solid hit over to third base. Noah Locke with the throw. And that one's going to be well in time over to Fowler for out number 1. And we're up here rocking. They're playing a little Phil Collins. Mason Trowbridge is going to head in. And here's the pitch by Wilson, and that's going to be, I'm guessing, a ball there as it bounces around. Pitch by Wilson, and that's going to go right back over his head. And Salas is there. I don't know if it's Salis, but whatever it is, it was not in time. And Trowbridge gets a base hit. And that was going to be over David Wilson's head. He kind of came forward a little bit, did a good job, but he took an unlucky bounce and went over his head. And that'll bring Alex Patterson up. Patterson responsible for the lone run. We got a pinch runner coming in.
Number 1, Hunter Bullard.
Let's go right here, David.
So Patterson sets in. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a fly ball out of play behind us all. Good stop by Overbeek. And we have a little timeout by the coach. We're going to have a little conversation. And we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We are back. Conversation over on the mound. Here we go. Wilson set with a pitch. Here's the release, and that's going to bounce off the netting for a foul. Patterson going to stay alive. 1-2 is the count. Runner on first. 1 out. And here's the pitch. That's going to go right back to Wilson. Wilson, fielder's choice over to first. And he'll make sure that Patterson is out. That'll bring up Carter Holland at number 24. He walked his last at bat. And playing Big John. Hadn't heard this in a long time. It's an old school song right here.
Carter Holland.
He used to play this at John Tyler games a long time ago. Long time ago.
It's not John Tyler.
It used to be when it was John Tyler they played this. This was Big John. I'm talking to intern Claire. I should give her her headset. That one's going to be low for a ball.
Quit yapping, John.
Wilson looks down. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's going to be another little flopper, but it's going to go over to Locke. Locke is going to throw, and good job by Fowler to dig that one out of the ground for the out. So we're through 3 here. The score, Bullard 6, Rusk 1. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Back at the top of the lineup, Chase Randall now is going to step into the batter's box. Trowbridge, here's the windup and the pitch. And that's a good pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike one. We're at the top of the fourth. 6-1 is your score. David Wilson on deck. Wind up in the pitch. That's way outside. Or in the words of Harry Doyle, just a bit outside. Sorry. I'm getting the look from the daughter. Here's the pitch. Another one on the outside. He's trying to get him to chase, but I don't think that Randall's going to do that. His name may be Chase, but I don't think he's going to chase that one out of the box there. There's the pitch, and once again, it's going to be out of there. So Randall ahead, 3-1 in the count. Got a batter's pitch here. So we'll see what happens with Trowbridge. See if he tries to get on that outside corner again. And a good job of hitting that one straight in the center field. It's going to drop. And a base hit by Chase Randall. David Wilson will step in now. As Randall over there on first. Lefty going to come in. Trowbridge brings it home, and a good pitch up the middle. Trowbridge with the catch, and there's the throw. And Blankenship back over to Patterson, and that's going to be a double play. And that's a 1-6-3 double play for Rusk. That's kind of a rare double play that you don't see very often, but it happened, and a good job by the Eagles to put two on the board for the outs. And that'll bring Dylan Malone to the plate. And a quick pitch is going to be fouled back by Malone. Beautiful job by Trowbridge there. I think that was a catch by necessity, out of self-preservation possibly, but a good job nonetheless. There's the pitch, and a good job. It's going to go over. Nash Acker with the catch, gets it back over to Patterson, and that's going to be the end of the top of the fourth. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN from Rusk High School. Back to Rusk Eagles Field on the campus of Rusk High School. Next up, Ross Davis steps in as we're at the bottom of the fourth. 6-1, still your score. And David Wilson still on the mound. Lefty for the Panthers. Swung on and missed by Davis. And here's the windup. And the delivery, it's going to be off the glove of Trent Byers. It was funny, he kind of looked at his glove like, where'd that go? The amazing disappearing baseball. 1-1. perfect pitch right down the pipe. Not sure what Davis was waiting on, but that was a beautiful pitch by David Wilson. Here's the kick and the pitch, and that's going to catch the inside corner, but no call. So the count runs even at 2. And Davis is going to step in and watch that one go down low, so a full count. And swung on a miss for strike 3. So Davis strikes out. That's his second strikeout of the ball game. Tanner Brooks steps in, left-hander against lefty. Always fun to watch. Brooks has struck out in this ball game. And hits it right back to Wilson. Wilson grabs it, throws it, and puts another out on the board. So Nash Acker now will step in. He's got an RBI single under the belt. He brought home Patterson back in the second inning. Here's the pitch. That's going to catch the outside corner for strike 1. Second baseman looking in. And that's going to be a little outside. Looked like it was a little bit in the left-handed batter's box there. Here's the windup and the delivery, and that's fouled off into the net over on the Panther side. One and two the count. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a good pitch and a good job by Dylan Fowler just to be there. He catches that one midair, and that out number 3. So we're on to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back. You're watching Tuesday Night Baseball live on NetSN, brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Reed Overbeek stepping into the batter's box, start off the top of the 5th. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. Trowbridge with the pitch inside. Overbeek kind of move a little bit out of the way on that. Here's a windup in the pitch. Good hit. That's going to drop right down in front of Tilton Beard for a base hit. So Overbeek starting things off with a base hit for the Panthers here in the top of the 5th. Bring Dylan Fowler. Made the last out of the bottom of the fourth with a good catch over there at first. 6-1, still your score here. And another good hit into center field. And a good job by Tilton Beard to get over there and make the catch. Hung just a little bit too high. Or too long, excuse me, for Fowler. So he flew out. Designated hitter Ty Rigsby now is going to step in. He's grounded out and flown out so far in the ballgame. So he's due for a hit, I'm sure, and he'll hit that one, but he went the wrong way and gets a foul ball. 0-1 the count. Overbeat. Couple of steps off first. Trowbridge takes a look and brings it home. Inside for a ball. 1-1 the count. 1 on, 1 out. 1-1 the count. And Rigsby looking to make a difference here. Here's the pitch. That's going to catch no, says the umpire. So that'll bring 2 balls and 1 strike. A little bit outside. So 3-1 now. And it's going to foul back, so full count now. That one hung back and came at him. Trowbridge with the pitch. And that one's going to be ball 4. So Rigsby's going to head down to first. That'll bring Jackson Holt. He had a base hit back in the 3rd. And a little high. That one's going to fly back. And a good hit. It's going to go to second base. Acker flips over. And the 4-6-3 double play will end the inning. Excuse me, will end the top of the 5th, not the inning, but we'll end the half inning. And we'll be right back. You're watching NetSN.
Now coming back for the Eagles, number 16, Ethan Foster.
Ethan Foster now in this step up. 6-1 is your score here, bottom. Yeah.
Now batting number 11, Hilton Beard.
He is going to step in with nobody on and one out. Pitch low. Oh no! Strike. High. About the same pitch. So 1-1 now count. That's going to go over to Holt. Holt.
Good job, Holt. Way to work, David.
Now batting your shortstop, number 7, K. Blankenship.
Here's the pitch. Good. He fouled that.
All right, you got to start off confused now.
1-1 now count.
Been there for 5 innings.
Fouled that. And he stays alive again. The 1-2 still the count. Here's the pitch. Swung out and missed. For a strikeout, number 3. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Eagles. We're on to the 6th. We'll be right back.
Now coming to plate for the Panthers, number 4, Braden Bynum.
Let's go, Braden.
And that first pitch in there is for a strike. That one's going to be a high fly ball. And a dive, but no good. So 0-2 the count. That's going to be outside for a ball. Trowbridge ready. Here's the pitch. That's going to be foul ball over to the third base line.
Keep working, Braden.
And that's going to be a strikeout.
Now coming up, third baseman, Noah Locke.
Noah Locke stepping in. That one's in there for a ball. And that's going to be hit over to the first base side. A dive by Patterson. And that's going to be a base hit by Noah Locke.
Brings us back to the top of the Panther lineup. Number 7, Randall.
Chase Randall now stepping in. And that's going to be high. A good high fly ball into left center field. It's going to hit the warning track. One run's going to come in. And that's going to be a triple.
Number 1, Wilson.
So after the triple, David Wilson will step in with a runner in scoring position. That's going to be high to the outside. Another good hit to left field. Good job by Tanner Brooks. And a play at the plate is safe. Ball comes loose. The throw was there, but it just came loose. So another run scores. 8-1 now the score.
And 2 outs brings up number 10, Tyler Malone.
Dylan Malone now to the plate. Here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled back. Wind up with the pitch. That's another high ball. 1-2 the count. Excuse me, 2-1 the count. Good hit. Straightaway center field. And Tilton Beard is there for the catch on out number 3, but not before 2 more runs come in for the Panthers. And we'll be right back. You're watching NetS.
Now coming to bat, number 5, Mason Trowbridge.
It's the bottom of the 6th. 1 strike. And that's a foul tip back. That was Mason Trowbridge. And that's a high fly ball infield. And Jakin Salis called off. Jackson Holt makes the catch for out number 1. Alex Patterson now going to come in. Patterson steps in. David Wilson still on the mound. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. And it's going to be outside. Two and one now the count. In there for a strike, evens the count at 2. Good pitch. And there's the throwdown. And in time, as he had to make up some stuff.
Third baseman, Carter Holland.
Carter Holland watches that one go by with a ball. High and inside for a ball. 2-0 now the count. 2 down. Nobody on. And that one's low and inside. Oh, no. Called that one a strike. So 2-1. Right down the middle, even at 2 now. And a good hit, but that's going to go straight over to Noah Locke. Locke's going to get it over to Fowler. And in time for out number 3. Heading to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, Contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Number 18, Reed Overbeek, is heading in. We're in the top of the 7th. I apologize, I said bottom of the 6th, but it's top of the 7th. That one's tipped back and fouled. Here's the pitch. And low and outside for a ball. Here's the windup in the pitch. Another good-looking pitch, but it's going to be low, apparently, for a ball. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. So 3-1 now the count. As Overbeek finds himself in a good position here. And that one's in there for a strike. Overbeek thought he was going to take a little stroll down to the first base line, but nope. Has to stay put. Full count. Trowbridge with the pitch. That's going to be a fly ball on the right field side. And going to go out of play. Reset and try it again. Overbeek. Here's the pitch by Trowbridge, and he strikes him out. Overbeek heading over to first, but gets rung up on an inside pitch, catches that inside corner, and it's out number 1. And Dylan Fowler will step in now. Fowler flew out back in the 5th. That pitch is going to be a ball, his first one. Inside for ball 2. Trowbridge looks in. The 2-0 pitch. And that one's a half swing, but it goes down to the first base line. Little toss over to Trowbridge. And Patterson to Trowbridge gets out number 2. And a good job by Trowbridge to jump off the mound to get over and cover the bag over at first base. And so now it's going to bring in number 19, Ty Rigsby. Rigsby with a walk back in the 5th. Still hadn't gotten a base hit yet. Grounded out, flew out, and walked. So I think he's due, but the first pitch is going to be a ball low with nobody on and 2 outs. Bullard leads 8-1 here in the top of the 7th. And it's going to be a foul tip back for a strike, 1-1 to count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Rigsby. So a big pitch by Trowbridge here. One-two pitch. It's going to be fouled away. Way to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. Here's the kick and the pitch. Outside corner. says the umpire looked a little bit long, but that's going to bring him up for out number 3. We're on to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Leading things off here in the bottom of the 7th, Ross Davis, designated hitter for Rusk. David Wilson still on the mound and puts that one a little inside. One-0 pitch. That one on the outside corner, catches it for a strike, 1-1. That's going to foul back, 1-2. Davis has struck out twice in the ballgame. And there makes the hat trick. Strikeout number 3. Tanner Brooks now will step up. He struck out and grounded out. Swung on and missed. And that was the same pitch, same place, same swing, same result. Strike 2. Reaches out. Strikeout number 2. So 2 up, 2 down on 2 strikeouts. And the chance for the Rusk Eagles to come back are dwindling a little bit. Nash Acker going to step in. As the Eagles have one away. That one's going to be fouled back, 1-1 now the count. And that one was a little low. And you got a shift in the outfield and the infield as they're moving over a little bit to the right. That one's going to be in there for a strike, look like, but no call. So 3-1, 2 good pitches from what it looked like up here, but the umpire says no. That one was right down the pipe, though. There's no way, unless you're Angel Hernandez, you missed that call. Here's the pitch, and a strike 3. That's the ball game. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts to retire the side and end the ball game as David Wilson finishes this one out in style. So the final score, 8-1 here in Rusk. Thank you for joining us. We're glad that you're with us. Join us next time. We'll be Friday here on NetSN. We got a lot. Go to NetSN_live on X and then youtube.com/NetSN live to see all of our upcoming events. Thanks again for watching. Have a great night and a great rest of your week. We'll see you Friday.